demonstrate. Now, it's terribly important that you not think of affection. Are you at all familiar with this experiment?
No, I can't say that.
Born of humble origins, Angie Dickinson, a luminary who never ascended the pinnacle of Academy Awards, etched her indelible mark on Hollywood. Her entrancing portrayals, coupled with a penchant for baring her limbs, captivated the gaze of male cinephiles, a clandestine tapestry of scandalous liaisons with luminaries further embellished her narrative. At the age of 92, she finally spoke about the only love of her life. Contrary to the glitzy expanse of Los Angeles' city lights, Angie's genesis unfolded in desolate prairie hamlets of North Dakota, resembling the precipice of the terrestrial realm. Yet, the genesis of Angie's narrative extends beyond the confines of modest provenance. The crucible of the Great Depression in 1931 framed Angie's formative years, thrusting her into the vortex of political and economic upheaval. A tapestry woven with limited options compelled her to seek solace in the realm of cinematic reverie, courtesy of her father's affiliation. With the theater, however, the camaraderie with her progenitor wasn't an unalloyed idyll. This chronicle, a symphony of yesteryears, resonates with the less-traveled lexicon and a cadence marked by the enigmatic dance of perplexity and the ebullient burstiness of nuanced expression. Amidst the tumult of the era, compounded by the shattering of his aspirations, Angie's progenitor found solace at the nadir of numerous flasks. Angie cherished her paternal figure, yet his descent into intoxication unveiled a burdensome existence she vehemently shunned. Coexisting with an imbibed proved arduous, prompting Angie to transmute her trajectory in a profoundly unexpected manner. Refusing the quagmire of stagnation, Angie embarked on grandiose reveries from her tender years. The celluloid personas that animated the expansive screen at her community's theater captivated her soul. Nevertheless, the pristine roles of cinematic leading ladies such as Betty Grable or Lana Turner appeared deficient to Angie. A lacuna persisted, and Angie Dickinson yearned for more. Masculine protagonists like Humphrey Bogart's erstwhile paratrooper Rip and Gregory Peck's unorthodox clergyman in Keys to the Kingdom ensnared Angie's imagination. These male figures epitomized exhilaration. Whereas the women on screen seemed ensconced in chromatic insipidity, she expounded, later stating, "I aspired to emulate Marlene Dietrich or Betty Grable or Lana Turner, yet I aspired to undertake what the male counterparts achieved." In the nascent stage of her life at 21, Angie, engrossed in her studies at Glendale College, entered into matrimony with Jean Dickinson, her blue-eyed paramour and football enthusiast from the same academic milieu. The courtship lasted a mere 10 months before the duo opted for domesticity. Despite the appearance of serendipity, with a diploma grasped in one hand and a ring adorning the other, Angie's anticipated happily ever after was destined for an unforeseen twist. The youthful Angie, endowed with a flair for prose, secured triumph in a significant essay competition at the tender age of 14. Her initial aspirations aligned with emulating her paternal figure's professional path post-college. Alas, destiny dictated a deviation. Angie's trajectory swiftly pivoted when she discerned the unfolding of novel prospects by her aesthetic allure. At 22, Angie, an embodiment of allure with luscious lips, alluring eyes, and a delicate physique, impulsively threw her hat into the local Miss America contest after a day's work. Despite her tardy arrival, her captivating presence earned her the accolade of second place. Her captivating aesthetics didn't only captivate the judging panel, it marked the inception of numerous occasions to flaunt her enchanting physique before an adoring audience. In an unforeseen twist of fate, Angie's captivating aesthetic caught the attention of a casting agent who urged her to join the quintet of statuesque ladies comprising the captivating ensemble of showgirls on the Jimmy Durante show. Not only did Angie contemplate a foray into acting, but she also crossed paths with one of Tinseltown's most revered entertainers. Upon Angie Dickinson's resolve to immerse herself in the limelight and assume minor roles on the television screen in 1954, her mother expressed dissatisfaction. However, this disapproval proved short-lived as Angie made her inaugural appearance on the Jimmy Durante show. Encountering the charismatic Hollywood luminary, the venerable old blue eyes, more famously known as Frank Sinatra, renowned for his magnetic charm, Sinatra captivated all, Angie included. The moment she graced the set of the Jimmy Durante show and witnessed Sinatra and Durante meticulously rehearsing a performance, she found herself deeply enamored with the realm of entertainment and spellbound by Sinatra. Later in her professional journey, she would unravel Sinatra's artistry, casting her enchantment upon an audience. Over the subsequent quinquennium, Angie diligently navigated her trajectory through a smattering of roles in television productions and B-movies predominantly featuring in the realms of crime dramas and westerns. The turning point materialized in the form of the 1959 production riot. Bravo, where she metamorphosed into the vivacious and coquettish Angie, prompting an uproarious adulation from fervent admirers. The inception of her renowned flirtatious repertoire can be traced back to her coy portrayal of Feathers. Timed impeccably, Angie Dickinson found herself immersed in the ebullient entertainment milieu of the swinging 50s, replete with opulence, allure, and captivating personas. By 1955, she seamlessly integrated into this glamorous tapestry, mingling in the illustrious company of the Rat Pack, alongside luminaries like Judy Garland and David Niven. Angie not only held her ground amidst these heavyweights but arguably caught them off guard. Her association with the Rat Pack wasn't arbitrary. Angie's adept use of risk language and her knack for fortuitous card-playing endeared her to the boys. During an interlude between takes on set, Angie Dickinson received impromptu lessons from stuntmen, elevating her poker skills. Since then, she's been testing her luck against anyone willing to challenge her. Recognizing that stardom transcended mere recitation of lines, Angie was astute in cultivating a certain charisma. Observing the luminaries around her, she honed in on a peculiar aspect, the walk of a star. Her meticulous scrutiny of the gaits of other luminaries contributed to the unprecedented reputation of her legs. Several years post the iconic showcase of her legs in Rio Bravo, Angie Dickinson inked a 7-year deal with Universal Pictures, a commitment that prompted the studio's incredulous decision to safeguard her exquisite limbs. In an unprecedented move, they procured a substantial $1 million insurance policy as a precautionary measure. The notion of a mishap while shaving, potentially jeopardizing her legs, would indeed have been a staggering scenario. Dickinson's leggy allure garnered a legion of devotees, a phenomenon underscored when she graciously accepted the Golden Garter Award in 1962. Bestowed upon her for possessing Hollywood's greatest games, one can envisage the statuette adorning a fireplace mantle with unparalleled panache. Fast forward 2 decades and the accolades for Angie's legs continued unabated. The Los Angeles Country Podiatry Association, recognizing her leggy splendor, crowned her the actress with the most beautiful legs in Hollywood. Yet, Angie's pursuit of acclaim did not culminate there. In the annals of 1966, Angie embarked on a venture that further endeared her to admirers. Sans pants, gracing the cover of Esquire, captured in a photograph exuding effortless charm, Angie meets the viewer's gaze with a soft and sultry demeanor. Clad only in a slender sweater and heels, the absence of pants accentuates her peachy side view and pantyhose-clad legs, leaving little to the imagination and solidifying her status as a Hollywood head-turner. It's a revelation to consider Angie's natural brunette roots, given her on-screen persona as a blonde knockout. Allegedly, she vehemently opposed studio proposals to lighten her hair, akin to Marilyn Monroe's platinum blonde, for she was resolute in avoiding confinement to roles as a superficial sex symbol. Her sentiments about being perceived solely as a dreamboat were indeed ambivalent. Angie, while embracing the adoration of fans for her stunning features, presented her body before the camera with consummate ease. Yet, she was determined not to tread the same path as past Hollywood icons who gained fame solely for their physical allure. Instead, she ardently strove to etch her name in history as an accomplished actor. However, amidst her endeavors, one man remained captivated by Angie's alluring figure. From the moment Angie crossed paths with Frank Sinatra in 1954, undeniable energy sparked between them. Notwithstanding her marital ties to her first spouse, Jean Dickinson, the connection she shared with Sinatra was not just steeped in sensual desire but also rooted in a cozy and amicable love founded on a profound friendship. It was a love so profound that it flirted with the prospect of matrimony. The palpable chemistry between Angie and Sinatra in the 1960 production of Ocean's 11 is evident even though their on-screen presence is confined to just 2 scenes 4 years after the film's release. The enamored duo contemplated the idea of tying the knot, but Sinatra's nocturnal revelries didn't align with Angie's preferences. Moreover, Sinatra harbored an aversion to matrimonial entanglements with fellow actors after a decade marked by on-again, off-again dynamics. They eventually decided to call it quits, yet Sinatra wasn't the sole individual Angie bid farewell to. After an almost decade-long union, Angie and her college sweetheart Jean Dickinson opted for a divorce. However, she opted to retain Jean's last name, a decision made in 1960 when she was already a headline-grabbing sensation. As the stunning Angie Dickinson, the separation, in hindsight, may have been the prudent choice, especially considering that Angie had by then woven a complex tapestry of romantic entanglements, including her dalliance with the illustrious Frank Sinatra. Naturally, this marked neither the first nor the last chapter of Angie's entanglement in celebrity drama. Angie Dickinson's association with Frank Sinatra opened the doors to encounters with numerous celebrities, Her co-star in Ocean's 11, Peter Lawford, married to John F. Kennedy's sister, bridged the Hollywood contingent with the Kennedys, fueled by fervor for the presidential campaign. They embarked on a nationwide tour, with Dickinson in tow, stirring the rumor mill. Opulent gatherings at Peter Lawford's residence brought together the Rat Pack and the Kennedys, providing ample opportunities for Angie to capture the attention of the future president. Persistent rumors surfaced after she attended a private inauguration party, where accounts suggested an amorous connection with John F. A. Kennedy. Contrary to leveraging a relationship with John F. A. Kennedy for publicity, Angie opted not to exploit the potential benefits. In 1993, she candidly shared with Entertainment Weekly that her aversion to falsehoods would compel her to evade questions about the alleged affair. It appears her sincerity spoke volumes, however. Angie's charm wasn't reserved for Kennedy alone. In Ronald Reagan's final film role in The Killers, he delivers a resounding slap to Angie Dickinson's cheek. Despite the on-screen brutality, Angie reminisces that the two actors shared a palpable connection. While nothing transpired during the filming, Angie reflects that under different circumstances they might have explored a romantic relationship. Angie openly expressed her admiration for acting alongside attractive male co-stars, confessing an inability to work dispassionately around handsome men. She admitted to daydreaming about collaborating with Al Pacino or revisiting the opportunity to captivate her Rio Bravo co-star John Wayne. However, even the allure of handsome co-stars couldn't shield her career from a challenging period. Despite Angie's established status by the mid-60s, she encountered a formidable career slump. Whether she missed out on iconic roles or faced competition from younger actors remains unclear. Seeking a change, she contemplated relocating to France, where her femme-fatale roles in American film noirs had garnered sensational acclaim. Her endeavor to study the language of love, however, was curtailed, and she opted to retain her life in Los Angeles, a decision that would lead to her next significant chapter. In 1965, Angie exchanged vows with Burt Bacharach, a luminary composer of the 20th century. Despite being initially hailed as Hollywood's hottest couple, their union faced turbulence. As Bacharach's career soared, overshadowing Dickinson's, strains emerged. A year into their marriage, Bacharach's infidelity dealt a heartbreaking blow. Despite Angie's profound affection for Bacharach, the relationship proved unhealthy, marked by a lack of respect. Angie's tribulations extended to her only child, Leah Nikki Bacharach, born prematurely and weighing just over a pound. Nikki's challenging start continued as she exhibited symptoms of Asperger's syndrome. The lack of awareness about Asperger's posed challenges for Angie and Bacharach in raising Nikki, who only received a formal diagnosis in her adulthood. Yet, amidst the hardships, Angie steadfastly supported her daughter, devoting substantial time to the care of her daughter Nikki, who faced health challenges stemming from a premature birth and undiagnosed Asperger's syndrome. Angie made a remarkable decision, turning down roles that could have elevated her to the pinnacle of Hollywood stardom. Despite this sacrifice, she still managed to secure notable roles. Although Nikki had her apartment, she predominantly spent time with Angie. Their shared activities included travel, skinny dipping, and indulging in countless film viewings. Nikki reveled in witnessing her mother embody confident and coquettish characters as Angie gradually returned to the big screen. Nikki identified her all-time favorite film, Angie Dickinson's 1974 reprisal, A Self-Assured Seductress, in Big Bad Mama, the film. Featuring the bare-skinned 42-year-old actress as the charismatic Wilma, garnered Angie newfound acclaim. Simultaneous to Big Bad Mama, Angie contemplated a role on the small screen as Sergeant Pepper Anderson in the action-packed drama Policewoman. Despite initial hesitation, seeking advice from her husband Burt Bacharach, Angie eventually embraced the role. This decision marked a pivotal turning point in her career. Policewoman proved to be a resounding success, catapulting Angie Dickinson to the forefront and earning her a Golden Globe Award. Her portrayal of a fearless heroine made history. As one of the first notable crime dramas with a female lead, the character inspired female fans to pursue careers in law enforcement. However, her newfound success in the role also brought about unexpected challenges. While Burt Bacharach encouraged Angie to accept the role in Policewoman, he did not anticipate its overwhelming success. When producers invited Bacharach to compose the show's theme song, his dismissive response, fueled by skepticism about the show's longevity, became a source of tension. Unfortunately, this disagreement foreshadowed the beginning of the end. As Angie Dickinson's career experienced a resurgence, fate took an unfavorable turn for the couple. While her professional trajectory was ascending, her husband's career faced a downturn. The resulting tension became the decisive blow to their 15-year relationship. Although they officially separated in 1976, the painful divorce proceedings lingered for another 4 years. Nonetheless, Angie's radiance remained undiminished, commencing with a provocative shower scene and culminating in a reverse striptease. Dressed to Kill left audiences enraptured, Angie's fiercely sensual portrayal capturing her in a stance of self-assured poise not only became a fan favorite but also stood out as one of her all-time cherished roles. However, despite Angie's articulation, the film encountered criticism. Considerable discourse surrounded Angie Dickinson's character, who meets a tragic end due to her bold sensuality. The suspenseful thriller faced backlash from feminists who protested against what they perceived as the objectification of women in the film. Undeterred, Angie embraced her controversial part and went on to receive accolades for her daring performance. In an unexpected move in 1980, Angie Dickinson ventured into uncharted territory by accepting the lead role in her sitcom, The Angie Dickinson Show. However, her sweet and sultry persona seemed misplaced in the realm of knee-slapping sitcoms, prompting her departure after just 2 episodes. Undeterred by this setback, the resilient actress didn't let one failure define her. The 1980s held more surprises for the seasoned performer. Following her scintillating role in Dressed to Kill, Dickinson took a captivating turn in a commercial for California Avocados in 1980. Clad only in a white leotard and heels, she seductively extolled the virtues of avocados, suggesting they held the secret to her figure. The fair commercial's allure was such that it left viewers marveling, and one might wonder if California experienced an avocado shortage that year. After enduring years of being groomed and adorned in elegant dresses, Angie Dickinson developed a heightened fixation on her appearance, growing increasingly self-conscious about venturing to the supermarket. Without being meticulously dolled up, she grappled with the persistent attention to her looks. Surprisingly well into her 50s, she continued to receive requests to appear in her birthday suit, yet in the grand scheme of things, her deepest heartbreak was not rooted in the fading allure of her looks. In 2007, Angie faced profound grief upon learning that her only daughter had taken her own life at the age of 40. Despite grappling with the pain of the loss, she maintained a calm belief that Nikki had found peace, liberated from the harsh realities of the world. Nevertheless, the crushing weight of her daughter's passing led Angie to gradually recede into the background. Following Nikki's departure, Angie took a 2-year hiatus from acting, oscillating between thoughts of retirement and a potential return to work. Realizing that she couldn't linger in indecision indefinitely, she chose to re-enter the big screen, opting for a role that deviated from fan expectations. In 2009, Angie made a comeback with Mending Fences, where she embraced a departure from her previous roles and from reality itself, portraying the resilient Grandma Ruth. A stark contrast to the sexy and feisty Angie adored by fans allowed the actress to inhabit an entirely new character, providing therapeutic relief by allowing her to step away from being Angie. In her role as a grandmother, Angie discovered a form of therapeutic solace she hadn't consciously sought. Her brief return to the big screen in 2009's Mending Fences marked Angie's final appearance before she decided to step back. Fortunately for her fans, she left behind enduring classics and a memorable legacy that lingers in the minds of many. Now, at the age of 92, she reflects on her past with reverence, deeming herself one fortunate lady. How do you feel about Angie Dickinson's love journey? Please leave your comments in the comment section of this video. Let's discuss together. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and follow my YouTube channel to update interesting news about Hollywood celebrities.